Actually, the morning the song came out, I got a phone call and he just told me what the song was about and I didn't have to say anything. I just got this great feeling like, yes, the message came across. So basically this song is just all about reflecting on past decisions you've made and thinking, man, if only I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have done that. There's a line in the song where I say, if only I could see then what I see now, I'd change my mind and I'd change my direction, which basically means for me personally, if I had my time again, instead of moving to Sydney, I would have saved so much more time if I'd have just moved straight to Bathurst. The first verse came pretty much straight away. I was just singing about the last 3 years of my life really, and it all just came from the heart. The chorus definitely took longer than I expected. I wanted this song to be really uplifting, and the first chorus I came up with didn't really pack that punch that I was going for, so I needed a melody that was really going to make it pop. That's the part of the song that should be the most interesting. You can have a lot of great quality in your lyrics, but the reality is if you don't have a melody that really pops and is catchy and stays in people's heads, it's going to miss the point. So it's being able to sort of meld the two together. Is it melge or meld? Melge. Now when I sing it just in my bedroom at home, it still feels good in that raw setting where there's no production. So when I talk about this song, a lot of people think it's quite sad, but it's actually quite a joyful record. It's not regret, absolutely not. Like when I say, I wish I didn't make those decisions, I'm also very glad I did because it humbled me and it taught me how to be a better person, how to be a better musician, performer. That was the purpose of the chorus being so uplifting, because it's like you're singing in these verses and it sounds quite sad, but then when you get to the chorus, it sounds joyful. I just wanted to be honest in this song. I think being a first release as well, I don't really see the point in writing music if you're not going to be authentic in your lyrics, and I think that's what gets across to people. I wouldn't feel comfortable releasing something if it wasn't honest and from the heart. I've been honestly so overwhelmed by the response for this song. So in the song when I say I had a girl to help me through it, that is a reference to my girlfriend Alexia, who has honestly been such a rock for me throughout the last 3 years of my life. When I lived in Sydney, it was just a really tough time trying to figure out who I was as an artist. You know, obviously when the pandemic hit, gigs were just cancelled. I didn't gig for such a long time, and then it was just really emotional, and she was always there to pick me up. When I say she showed me a better life, she basically just made me happy whenever she was in the room. It's like everything's gonna be all right, you know, you'll get there. When I moved to Sydney, I guess I was a bit young and stupid, and I had these ideas in my head that everything was just gonna work out and be easy. I realised that if you really want something, you have to work hard and you have to take the steps necessary to get to where you want to go. In the very first line of the second verse, I say, I packed my bags and left the city. So I remember that day very clearly where I called my dad and I said, I need to get out of here. This lifestyle is not for me. When I say I followed the path of chasing big dreams, well, the whole idea of it was so I could pursue my music more seriously. You know, when I was living in Sydney, I didn't have the time to invest into my music because I was working full-time in a retail job and I needed that to pay the bills, whereas now I have so much more time to just invest in my craft and my career. I sound like I'm being very negative towards Sydney, but in hindsight, I'm so thankful for the experiences because I got to be around other talented musicians and get a feel for what that was like, and it's good to become grounded in who you are as an artist so you can stay true to who you are. This is so much harder than singing. Like, it's so hard. Alright, I'm Cameron Sharp. My new single is called Looking Back. And yeah, thank you for listening to it. Glad you're enjoying the track and keep sharing it around.